All right, we should be back. I do apologize for that. That's never actually happened. Um, and so with that, we're just gonna pick it up from here, right?
Yeah. We can just go from here.
All
There,
right.
yeah. Looks like we missed a little bit of a fight in that pixel bush, but doesn't look like too much came out of it. No summoners were blown. Uh, both trading potions, so it doesn't look like there's much done.
Right. See, now I'm gonna be paranoid about the stream all game. But so we do have the Anivia and the Poppy in bot lane right there. And speaking of that, the stuns are coming out, and that is gonna be first blood from Keenan's babes.
What a fantastic idea! What a fantastic idea! Just getting the Anivia wall to charge into. See, I was thinking that they were gonna be the ones that were gonna have to like put up the Poppy shield, and I was still thinking that they were gonna be it was gonna be a Sivir AD carry, but no, they are actually taking the Anivia into the bot lane.
Yeah, no, they definitely are. Um,
85%, but I don't think that's going to be that big of a deal. I still think that she's going to be clearing very, very quickly. And Cho'Gath getting roasted up at the top lane.
right. Yeah, we saw the okay, there we saw the gank, you know, just kind of looking around the vision in place um for the side of I want to call them swag because that's their acronym, but
Mm-hmm.
I know it's the lunch money takers. We saw the vision in place there, and it looks like as of right.
As Anivia's stun, I think Anivia's stuns maybe 4 or 5 seconds quicker. So Anivia and Poppy will have that 4 or 5 second
We're
pause.
gonna
But
see, yeah, we're gonna see the knockup here come out and the gank coming in from Morgana. Jupiter Jug tries to
oh,
flash away and he's able to get away with no much help, but directed camera decides that we are gonna see the action in the bot lane as Fafika gets stunned and stunned and stunned, but it's not gonna be enough yet, and the stun comes out from the Alistar, and both teams are just gonna walk away from both sides.
unfortunately, it's like Alistar is gonna have to back there,
Right, and
and
we
it means yeah, it means this Tristana's got to play really safe. I don't think they ended up seeing this Kha'Zix either, so this dive might be coming down. Oh yeah, that was
yeah, just
really
hop
close.
away. Just get away, little Tristana. We saw Cho'Gath expending the teleport to go back to lane. He had to blow the flash in the game. So he's out of sums for a little while. So he's gonna make him a little bit more vulnerable. Happening.
Yeah, Rumble doing the same thing though. Also
Right.
matching the TPs. So top lane is absolutely empty of excuse me, void of summoners as we watch Jupiter Jugs here get absolutely run down
Right.
by this Rumble. And I always feel bad going into these matchups.
The
Oh,
double knockup pulverize right there. The teleport coming in from Sivir, though, coming behind. Gonna have to match the teleport with Victor. She's gonna use her ult to try and get away. Now the ignite was blown on Rule. And it looks like, yeah, just teleport for teleport down there. And a little bit of homeostasis there.
yeah.
Everything's coming out even.
Yeah, and I do want to say, I mean, we probably haven't actually seen Kha'Zix attempt to make ganks. Maybe it just, he's attempted to make them and they just haven't worked out, or something. But we haven't seen him other than getting that dragon, and he is essentially the exact same CS as this Morgana. And Morgana, we've seen a couple of times here
Right.
trying to get those ganks out. So
Speaking of the Kha'Zix right there, the stun is gonna land and everything else as well. The wall to put up to stop the escape. Away today gonna take the kill 2-0 on the side of Keenan.
yeah, and now Anivia has her ultimate, and that is going to be the quickest clears for the rest of this game. I'll be interested to see actually with the plated steel caps if this is going to end up being a Poppy roam while Anivia sits 1v2 in lane. Oh, and here's Jupiter Jugs, though. It looks like it is going to be it, and a third kill for Keenan's babes.
Right. You see Poppy just getting some vision there around,
Mm-hmm.
or yeah, around mid lane, dragon stuff like that. Ooh, the Dark Binding. I wasn't even looking there, looking at my mini map. Just gonna do some damage on the Ninja Hog.
Yeah, gets a Dark Harvest proc, but has to back away. They see the Kazakhs here. Kazakh's gonna get a little bit of golden experience out of there, and it looks like he's prepped up this Rift Herald, knowing that this Morgana is just gonna walk in and start clearing more camps.
Right.
And that'll be really nice if that is something they end up getting here, because it is with the little bit of plates that's been gotten in the entirety of this game so far. We're about 10 minutes in. There's only been 2 plates obtained, and those are in bot lane. And now with the Anivia wall, oh, that was really close.
Right. So Pika does have ult here. He is charging up the stun, going to be able to get it off onto Poppy, but Kiwi Sock's really not in a position to make anything happen there with that ultimate from a Nid.
Yeah, yeah, and I was saying, like, if they end up getting the Rift Herald, which they do, yeah, with how pressured this bot lane is going to end up being with this Anivia ulti, they can just push the wave as soon as Kha'Zix is there, get like half a plate down, and then use the Rift Herald, and then it's a free tower for them.
Right.
So
And we see the drag coming up in a minute, and it's interesting to see that Keenan Dave's elected to send or send 4 players down there. Get the crab when they saw Victor clearing the vision. That was the immediate pings. The Rift Herald was dropped right here, so they're going to try to push mid wave.
oh wow.
Oh, the spell shield right there. The ultimate popped out by Victor.
Yeah, ended up being used mid lane. I think that's a little interesting. Maybe he wanted the ability to use his scanner for this dragon. Okay, there's the flash that time. And he definitely has to back. So, yeah, Cho'Gath just walking right back up, even though dragon spawned. Rumble hasn't even backed yet. If it started, so Kha'Zix is starting it right now. And,
But more there. Kind of in a situation. The hop forward, the heal blown. Yeah, that's just going to be a safe getaway.
yeah, a really nice flash. Maybe some people would maybe say that that was a little early, but that is just it's just making it so they don't flash and somebody else has already flashed to secure the kill onto them. So looking really really nice here.
Ball is going to hit the spell shield, having to be blown from Morgana. Keenan's Babe's going to take that second drag.
Yeah. But yeah, I really think, I mean, look at the Anivia is going to clear this in like 3 seconds, 4 seconds, and you could have just placed okay.
Knock up headbutt right there, and then out from there, that's going to end up being a kill for Fafika as the Ignite, I think, was blown. Ooh, away today, jumping in right on Kiwi Socks, going for Fafika, going to have to use the Pulverize to get away, and away today, deciding he's just going to go.
Yeah. All right, well.
I was going to say, look at the CS difference that you're talking about. This is why I don't play top lane. It just seems fun to 30 CS down.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's just like, it's not, I mean, I guess it's not ranged versus melee, but it's also like ranged versus melee, you know what I'm saying?
And this happens, someone's got to blow the teleport to come and bail you out. Right now, when their jungler comes up there, that ult is going to land. The Q is also going to hit as well. The flash being blown by Mua. They turn their attention onto Jupiter Drugs. The Dark Binding does hit, getting a very low. And, oh, okay. Yeah, that's going to be 1 kill on the board for the side of the Lunch Money Takers. We see Kha'Zix coming in the back line, though. Na'Vi deciding going to push this wave. And now, where are you going to go right there? We do have Fafika. He's got the CC rule coming up as well. The spell shield coming out. And, oh, away today is going to go down as well to Mua. And that was an excellent headbutt right there. The Zonya's having to, actually, I think the stopwatch having to get blown right there. Rule's trying to run away. The ult is going to be popped by Dongeritis. And he's just running. Can he get away the Dark Binding from downtown around? And you know what? Tipper was like, I'm going to try to help, but not much you can do there. That's going to be 3 kills on the board for Lunch Money Takers now, even in backup.
Yeah, only down 3K now, and that's that sounds like a lot for 14 minutes into the game, but they just got those 3 kills back, and they would, without those kills, they would have been even further behind. So I do think this is definitely a step in the right direction for the lunch money takers, whose name is, I agree, just a breath and a half. Yeah, and I think Keenan's Babes here with the rumble pressure, that semi-ranged versus melee top lane. You have it's sort of counteracted in the jungle with Morgana being sort of that I'm going to be able to clear and get tons of CS faster than Kha'Zix. But I mean, you could see Kha'Zix sitting there only 2 CS behind.
Right.
Uh,
And you've got to remember now that Kha'Zix now has the anti-fun item, and so does Sivir actually. Um,
yeah.
so if either of those two get a kill, well, you just don't get to target them.
Yep. Yeah, I've played a few games in the last couple of days, and the Dustblade is not fun.
Yeah, it's the anti-fun item.
Yeah, it's not fun. Dongeritis here, obviously the Heimerdinger player that everybody banned.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Flash.
Yeah, that was an interesting place to flash actually.
We see down here, Ana's actually free. Tower. He did have to blow the flash. He was going to go down with the ship though with that turret. We see the dragon coming up in 40 seconds right here. We got some vision on the side of the lunch money. But we also have a little bit deeper vision from Keenan's Babes, getting those 2 inches. There are actually a lot of wards right there in that one section. I don't know if you can see it, but there are about 4 wards all there. All there on that front line.
Yeah, no, they definitely have a ton of vision set up for this dragon. Like you said, coming in the next 10 seconds, Kha'Zix going in. Morgana starting the ulti, but gets canceled.
Yeah, Alistar having to pop the ult there. Going to be locked in the Anivia wall as well. The teleport coming in from Jupiter Jugs. Kiwi Sox getting the damage. Going to be able to pop the passive right there. The heal comes out. That's going to be a double kill on the side of Dongeritis. Just coming in for the clean up crew. Ninja Hog's going to be able to take out Fika right there. And so they're electing they want to fight this Dongeritis. You know what? That Q does hurt, but Navi, you're low, having to blow the flash, and Rumble just gets dark binding, and Kiwi Sock's going to be able to take him down. That was so close. Dongeritis able to pick it up. They're going to be able to trade, and that's going to be first drag on the board for the lunch money takers.
Yeah, 2 for 3 for the lunch money takers. This Morgana just interesting because you normally think of Morgana as that that sort of support that needs to start a team fight or start a pick with her dark binding, but it seems like the way that the lunch money takers are using it is more of a we've caught somebody, they're stuck somewhere, now use it, and now they're going to be stuck somewhere for all of eternity.
Right.
Because as we know, Morgana's Q lasts for about 3.5 years. So that player, assuming no QS or anything like that, is not moving for a very long time.
And if we look down here at the items, we're going to see all the mythic items have been completed for everyone except the supports. But for everyone else, all the team members that matter, you know what I'm saying? And look at this right here. Moa just getting caught out right here. Fafika going to come in with a headbutt, pulverize the flash. Not the flash. The teleport's going to come in from Navi. And looks like Keenan's Babe's going to have to back off with the tail between the legs. But Ninja Hog is coming in with the ult right here. Dongeritis is getting taken dangerously low, but so is Rule. He's going to be able to pick up the kill. Fafika is getting low. The shield coming out. Ninja Hog trying to fight it back with Navi, but they're so low. There's not much they can do. It's going to be 10-9 in favor of the.
Yeah, and another 3 for 2 in the side of lunch money takers. And I think, interestingly enough, Keenan's Babes there were the ones that had the preemptive strike.
Keenan's Babes looked very well in the beginning. I'm not saying they don't look well now, but lunch money takers has, they're getting it back. They're getting that momentum, and I think that's one of the hard things we see is like winning a game that was, previously a little bit losing, as the Rift Herald, away today is going to end up popping in the bot lane, but Potato just takes so much damage. The flash is being blown. Rules there, but not fast enough. And this is the most Poppy Syndrome thing I've ever seen.
Oh, she missed her ulti.
Missed the ulti, but Away Today and Ninja Hog are gonna come out from the bush.
Yeah, does look like it looks like Keenan's Babes is going to end up trading a 1-for-1 here. Gets the Rift Herald placed down as well, so going to be able to trade back that tower.
Right? They heard me.
Yeah.
They were like, "Hey, we're not. No, no, no. They're not. We're not trapped in there with them. They're trapped in here with us."
Yeah. It does look like they are also letting Jupiter Jugs with this Cho'Gath just sit there and farm up. And I don't know if you've played with any Cho'Gaths or against any Cho'Gaths recently, but if you let a Cho'Gath farm up, that it's not a bug that much. It's not really a bug anymore. It's like an alien.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that thing gets massive, and it's not something that you're going to be able to easily squash under your shoe.
Oh yeah, and I was gonna say, isn't he a Void Link or isn't he a Void character? But then I just remembered. I was like, wait, so is Kha'Zix. But that is going to be the turret going down. So Swag's going to be able to even up the game at 2 turrets there, and less than a 1k gold difference. So I feel like this is anyone's game right now. We've got Drag coming up in about a minute. Baron Nashor is already up, and what happens?
You see Kha'Zix sometimes in solo queue, but you don't generally see him too much in pro play, and that's because you play off of.
Oh no! I didn't even notice the ward there. That's so. What were you saying about who was ahead? Where?
Yeah, well, that was gonna bring me to my point about vision, because in pro play, vision and communication, just comms in general, are significantly better, and Kha'Zix sort of leans on solo queue's inability to communicate with each other, and that's what makes him be able to make those assassin-y pick plays, and now that he can't do it as well because of it being competitive play, I feel like when it comes down to the later fights, that Morgana is going to be doing a ridiculous amount more than this Kha'Zix is. I do think right now that Kha'Zix is putting in the work.
Ooh, Raul's coming in right here. Might be too little, too late though. For Fika coming at the peel, right off there. Wait today, just gonna jump in and get one, but he's gonna get eaten by the giant bug. Anivia is gonna be able to take out Fafika right there. Away today. Nope. Potato. That's who that is.
Yeah. So, and I do actually want to take a quick look here at Potato's build. So I believe this is going from a Ludens to a void staff. That doesn't sound right. Is that right? The magic pen item.
Yeah, that sounds
okay. Oh, maybe not.
You're talking to two. You're talking like we are two support main.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, and both teams right now are gonna aggressively like poise around Baron, and they're placing the vision down. They're just playing the song and dance right now. The same thing they did before Dragon, but Lunch Money Takers were worse situation already. Not the end of the world. You can give that one, but we are on Soul Point, so that's where that'll be. And looks like Keenan's Babe is selecting to start this. Sivir, though, maybe they were trying to bait.
I do think they were.
Okay. High level tactics. Like I said, above my head, above my looking. I can see the pings. They're looking to get a pick on Victor, not knowing that Morgana is going to come around right there. The root is going to land, but I think Mua's got to get away. Too many of them there.
Yeah. If you look at the backside of Baron, I really want to I really want to talk about how many pinks are there. I think there's 3, potentially even 4 pinks right behind Baron. And there's also 5 in the see, I'm so used to calling I'm so used to it being TFT, so I want to call it a shop, but I know it's not a shop. In their inventory,
right?
There's 5 for the Lunch Money Takers here, and I'm really glad to see all of these wards for them.
Yeah, I was about to say there are more wards in this single game than there have been a combined total of my teammates' wards in all my games.
Hell yeah, That's what we like to see. This is competitive play, and none of these solo queue shenanigans are going to be going on in here.
Right, except
Oh,
Rule.
nice.
Yeah. He's going to jump in there, get the black shield. Navi actually just happened to blow the flash, getting chased off. The Victor ult still chasing, though. Not going to do there. Wow. Okay, so Sivir, you can't fight the Victor.
Yeah. Yeah, and it looks like Victor's not going to stay to push because he's going to want to back as well, reset, get as much HP and mana as he can get, just in case he needs to TP as well. And it looks like he's not even going to risk it. He's just going to TP.
Right. Yeah, I was about to say they both have TP up. And well, when I thought of that, and this is the dance. This is the dance right here. The song and dance. Keenan's babes. They want that dragon point, but they can give it. They can. They can. If they decide to, they could say split it. Make them split it. You want this dragon? Okay, it's our soul to give. Or we can go get Baron right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so, Lunch Money Takers is going to start up the dragon. Red. Yeah, and they're going to lose a turret for it too. And it looks like they're looking to make something happen. Rule is going to jump in on Mua. The ult coming out. Away today, just jumping straight on Victor, having to flash away. Doesn't have much health there. Fika's going to jump in and be able to get him the Sivir Q connecting. Fika going low right here. Potato trying to flash to get a kill. Not going to be enough. The ult is pop. Kiwi Sox getting low. Jupiter Lux going to be able to take one before he goes down. Kiwi Sox, Mua. Rule is on the Poppy Syndrome. Running straight at him. Not sure if this is the best idea, but Ninja Hog's coming to the back line right there. And yep, Mua is going to be able to get the kill. Ninja Hog chasing as Navi is pushing the mid turret. So the drag did go over the way of right there, the double Zanyas. And it's the black shield coming up as well. It looks like they have decided, all right, you got a base to attend to. I'm going to go let you do.
Yeah, it looks like Morgana flashed. I kind of wish that direct-to-camera wouldn't do that every once in a while, just so at least we got to see the flash, man. So I don't got to look on the side and see it and be like, oh, okay, well, direct-to-camera moved because Morgana flashed.
And you know what? They're electing. They want to kind of mess around, bait the Baron, maybe even do it. We do see that we've got 3 members are really close, but Kiwi Sox is coming closer. They've got the Baron down to half health, though, but electing to pull off of it. Now they see Fafika, Dongaritis, and Mua walking around. Kiwi Sox not far behind. Sivir is pushing in that bot wave. And I should give a little credit Navi on the Sivir pushing that bot wave right there. And it looks like Lunch Money Takers looking to fight. We have a way today, though. Rumble all coming there, but a way today. I mean, sure, I'd take the Alistar, I guess. The wall going to come out as well. Rule getting chunked low right there. And yeah, Fafika is just going to go down to Potato right there. Ninja having to blow those Anyas again. And what can he do except turn around and pop the fire? While Sivir is just getting in the base. That's Navi over there. And they're, Sivir's got to make the decision. What are you going to do? Just going to get some free hits on the inhibitor. At this point, I would almost go for it. But he's going to, oh my gosh, turn around with the damage. It almost killed them both, but he's going to be able to pick up one.
Yeah, does he? I know we can't necessarily see what rune set he has, but I'm pretty sure that's a Dark Harvest build.
Are you talking about
the Sivir?
Navi?
Yeah, the Sivir. Yeah.
I don't know how to check that.
Yeah, I could be wrong because it is.
I think it is Dark Harvest.
But I do think it is Dark Harvest, and for some reason, I think it's because you get hit by the tip of the Sivir boomerang, and so you get damaged immediately both sides at the exact same time.
Yeah.
And then your Dark Harvest procs off on top of that too, and it does a ton of damage. It puts in work. And I think that's definitely what they were looking for on this. Oh yeah, it showed up now. Now it's Dark Harvest.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
So, yes. So unless he's running Omni Stone, and which I don't think anybody is running, but I guess there is a possibility that it's Omni Stone, and that's why it left for a minute. But yeah, no, I'm definitely Sivir does a ridiculous amount of damage.
And right here, Keenan's Babe's kind of taking dragon control, getting that vision down right there on the side of lunch. Yeah, not going to have that much. The sun is going to go out onto Jupiter. But that's, not exactly the guy you want to be trying to kill first. But they did do a considerable amount of damage. Going to get stunned again from the Anivia. Muad just... was he already that low?
Maybe.
I think he kind of walked through the ult. I'm not sure.
I do think that he walked through the Rumble ult, and it looks like it's going to be another dragon here for the side.
Right now, Doggerus, now you're in a bad place. The flash is blowing out. You need to get out of the stun and the ult right there. The shield coming down, but he is going to die.
Yeah, he does end up trading. And it looks like Roll ended up using his flash as well to try and save Navi, but it just wasn't enough.
Right, and, Rule just pushing for Fika in, the black shield coming out. We do have Jupiter Jugs right there, and that's a snack if I've ever seen one. He's going to try and get it. The ultimate, though, from the Poppy coming out. The heal and the ignite, I think, were blown right there away today, deciding he's going to have to go away. And Keenan's Babes, so, I mean, they're doing good. They're taking the base.
Yeah, no, definitely. Keenan's Babes has definitely come back. We could see that in the score. It was down to 1K last time we were talking about it.
Right.
Now it's back up to 3, almost 4. And I think overall they've done a fantastic job in the last couple of minutes. I am, again, still a little worried about the Kazakhs. Yeah,
Keenan's Babes, kind of electing to mess around with the Baron, as they are prone to do, I've seen. I think they're just threatening the Baron. Getting the lunch money takers, maybe I'm hypothesizing too much, but getting the lunch money takers, making them respond.
Mm-hmm.
You saw that vision right there. So they had an idea. They knew where of them were at. I wonder if the Poppy is the shot caller on that. When I talk about Poppy syndrome, I talk about just the tenacity of a Poppy player to just continue running at you no matter how doomed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sort of like that same thing with most melee supports, where they're like the Alistars, and the Leonas, especially when they're ones that can't really necessarily get out as easily as they can get in. They start going in, and then they're like, all right, well, there's nothing but in.
Right.
And I'm just going to keep going. And yeah, I do agree.
Thinking about it, I really do enjoy Keenan's Babes, how they threaten the Baron. And I look down and I always see 1 or 2 members of of Keenan's Babes in bot side. Like we had Rumble down there earlier. And they're just telling them, you can fight us at Baron, or you are going to, you're going to lose that wave and then possibly lose. So decide where you want to put you, because try and put them.
Yeah, and I think another thing that they're trying to do is they're trying to get them to use the TPs, right? So if Tristana's down there, it's like, oh no, this is not good. This is actually really smart too, because this is them stopping their backs, right? So they saw that Alistar was trying to back there, and they noticed that, and so they used the Rumble ult just to be able to clear, because more likely than not, it's going to be back by the time that Dragon is back, or by the time Dragon spawns.
Oh, it definitely will, yeah.
But they wanted to be able to hold off on the Alistar back to make it a little bit more difficult. This Morgana is so good with these black shields.
Right, yeah. Better than my Morgana. Sure. We see, that's forcing the Cho'Gath to back. While Keenan's Babe says, we're going to take that. What a freeze. What a stun right there. The teleport is coming in. He does have it. So now they're going to have to decide what are they going to do. But Jupiter Lugs having to blow the flash. Kiwisox is already down to Ninja Hog right there. We see Moi having to blow with the ultimate, the stopwatch. As I forget everything that I've ever learned about League of Legends, Ninja Hog is going to go down. Jupiter Jugs fighting in here. He's a big boy, but not big enough. Dongeritis flashing away. That is going to be the ace from the side of Keenan's Babes. And yeah, those are long respawn times too.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely going to be an inhib. Okay, nope. They're split in the decision, and this could end up costing them a little bit. They don't have a whole bunch of HP, and they do. Obviously, you can see that they do have that pink ward right there in the side of lunch money takers. It looks like they are going to end up clearing this before anybody can be making any sort of crazy TP plays. Not that Jupiter Jugs or Dongeritis has it. Actually, Dongeritis does have it, but you wouldn't want to be TPing there against an Anivia. So, um, yeah, it does end up securing them the Baron, and last time we were talking, they had gotten it to a 3K difference in gold, and now it is looking at a lot larger at 7K,
And they have
and that's
soul.
yeah, and they have Soul, and they have Baron, and I don't know if there's much that I don't know if they have much, or yeah, I don't know if there's much more to be able for them to be able to purchase.
And you remember I brought this up when it was 2-2 towers. Now
Mm-hmm.
I'm 9-2.
Yeah.
Looks like this is probably going to be the final fight, the final stand here, depending on what happens. Um, and you just see they're clearing vision. They're making the calls, the assistance pings. They want that mid inhib. The Rumble ult is gonna land its mark on the Kiwi Sox. We see the Anivia wall come out, just zoning off the rest of the team as Jupiter Jugs is just stand to place to take all that damage. The ultimate is gonna come out from Rule as well. Navi getting hit a little bit low. They're gonna decide to go up to the top tower, clear that wave, get that inhib. Whatever you need to do. Ooh, that Q was very close, and we know how dangerous the lethality can be. And now they're gonna, what are they gonna do? I was thinking they're gonna go bot and just try to full clear their base, but yeah, it looks like that's going to happen right there. It's the moment the turret's destroyed. Rule gets the charge right there. Jupiter Jug's already going down. Fafika, you have no follow up. The ult has been popped and the flash being blown, but the Rumble is going to be able to take it right there. The Guardian's Angel going to be popped on Kha'Zix by Mua right there, but it doesn't matter. This is going to be the end, and this is going to be over. As I wasn't ready for who won, but it is Keenan's Babes. All right, everybody, and we are back with game number 2. I hope I got everything changed around right after an explosive game number 1, and we have nothing but excitement here for game number 2 when we get into this pick ban.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely excited as to where this is going. We see the Rumble and we see the Rumble band from last game. Jupiter Jugs just not happy about that pick, so gonna get that band out of there. Um, Obviously, Dongeritis never gonna get his Heimerdinger, so that's still banned. I think actually Keenan's Babes did the exact same 3 bans game 1. So Heimerdinger, Leeson, excuse me, and Rangar were the first 3 bans for the side of Keenan's Babes game 1. Game 2, the same thing. And I think the only change was the Rumble. I believe the Kaisa and the Senna were banned in
Right,
game
they
1
were.
as well. Yeah. So, but even with only the Rumble changed, we have a massive swap of of champions
Yeah,
here.
I was about to say, I was like, this is going to be crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, so we see the Malphite, the Rock up in the top lane. It looks like we have potentially a Shaco top lane for the side of Keenan's Babes. And then it looks like Mua actually ended up taking the Kha'Zix away from away today. And that left away today with the Kindred. And holy cow, what is this bot lane? Let's get to that really quickly. Diana and Lilia mid even. I don't even know what man. This is. Are they spelling something here? I don't think so. No, they are definitely not spelling anything. Not a word that I know, at least. But
What a
yeah, it looks.
flex if they win game 2 by spelling.
Yeah, no, I don't think that they're spelling anything. It does look like there's a Corky Gallio ban 4-5 for the side of Keenan's Babes and a Tristana Alistar ban. So not a big fan of the Tristana. Also not a big fan of the Alistar from game one.
Right, and
For
I think Alistar is just such a good like support. I'm still gonna be on my tirade here.
Mhm.
I just think under Nautilus, man, he goes well on those engage support.
Yeah, yeah, and Fifka, this is definitely going to be a different sort of method to the bot lane here for them going from an engaged
Wait,
support
they
to Karma.
swapped? Didn't? No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Okay.
No, no, no. Okay, yeah, yeah. So yeah, it looks like Fifka doing that swap there for excuse me, between play styles. Kiwi stocks also a little bit different as well. Looks like this one's going to be a lot more about just playing a little bit safer. Ezreal is much more known for not all inning at level 2. The not exact opposite of Tristana, but yeah, it's a lot safer lane.
It,
Um,
I
Go
was
ahead.
just gonna say something. It wasn't necessarily about the drafts. It was about these two teams.
Mm-hmm.
Um, these are two teams that have been also some of the most pleasurable to interact with.
Mm-hmm.
As someone who's had to, I think I had to talk to both of these teams.
Mm-hmm.
I now remember talking to Kiwi Sox, and I think on the other side, I won't say their Discord name. I don't know. I don't want to dox them here, but they they have just been so nice
Yeah.
and so I mean just on top of everything. It is so cool to have these teams coming in and just I mean they're doing their thing.
Mm-hmm.
All Mastery 7 teams have just been doing their thing. I don't know if you've noticed that. The other Mastery 7 game, by the way, I think it's going on right now. Um, so they've just been showing up and just being like, all right, we're here to play League. All right, we're playing on this day. Got it. That's it. They just do. They've been showing up. They've been so nice to work with, and we thank them so much for having them here in season 3.
Yeah, no, definitely, and all the teams in general. I know there's, uh, these teams are probably a lot more used to being casted and playing in amateur teams, and maybe the lower, some of the lower ranked teams in our lower mastery divisions that we'll see over this weekend. Mastery 5, I believe, is on Saturday. Mastery 4 on Sunday. And then the last one until the next season starts, Mastery 6, will be on next Tuesday. Um, excuse me, but yeah, I mean, it could just be some of the lower ranked teams or some of the lower division teams just starting to put their toes into the water. Um, so a lot more questions have been asked, and um, I think these teams are much more. Uh, what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't experienced. I guess.
Yeah, in the amateur scene, yes.
What do you think about this Yone pick? By the way.
Uh, yeah. So Yone it's gonna be crazy. Like he's strong. He is not as strong as Rumble, in my opinion. Like I think Rumble is ridiculous right now. I've played versus Shaco also a couple of times in bot lane as a support, so it'll be interesting to see if the old school pink ward will be played here by Ninja Hog or if it's going to end up being an AD Shaco. I think pretty much no matter what lane Shaco has to be AP, but could be slightly wrong. Um, but yeah, I think both of these teams are definitely set up for late game potential. Diana can just burst anybody 100-0. Malphite is just going to be, doing Lord's work. Ezreal late game puts in a lot of work as well. Karma, you get those two item, get the two items, the Moonstone and
um, Do you see the item on Rule?
I see it now. Yeah, yeah. It looks like there's going to be some smite shenanigans going on. I think that is just going to be them trying to make sure that they secure
Objectives and
both.
whatnot.
Yeah, objectives and then both scuttle crabs. I think what they're gonna try and do is make sure that Mua does not get a single scuttle crab. So I'm gonna be expecting bot lane to be pressuring levels 1 through 3 to be able to push in like a wave and a half to 2 waves, excuse me, into the side of um yeah, again, I'm looking at it and now I want to call them swag, but I know that's not right.
Lunch money takers.
Lunch money takers. Yes, that's right. Yeah, so I'm expecting them to build up the lane here, get it pushed. I'm also expecting this Lilia to be pushed as well throughout most of this early game. And it looks like Rule decided to go for a jungle invade.
Hey man, this is awesome to see. I love this.
Yeah. Oh, again, the predictions, of course.
How could I forget?
How could I forget? Yes, exactly. And as soon as I say it, Jev, the fantastic man he is, mentions it.
You know, you're saying you're thinking this Lily is going to get pushed, but I'm looking at Dongeritis' health bar, and it's telling a completely different story. Lilia, man. Navi on the Lilia, what? From the Sivir, too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I mean that the Lilia is going to stay pushed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they're going to want to be able to snag
it. From downtown and around away today, coming in. Rule is getting kind of low, though. Going to have to back off. That's going to be first blood. They're going to take some lunch money today, going over on the side of Kiwi Socks.
Yeah, and that is all based around that failed jungle invade. Potato and Rule sitting there at level 1, not able to do anything, and excuse me, in that early game, and it looks like they might end up sort of failing here with Navi taking about half health. Looks like some HP is gonna get, or excuse me, some potions are gonna get used up here. And they are going to try and scan their way with the pressure in the mid lane that they have.
Ooh, stun just missing right there from Rule right there. Mua going to take some hits here, though. He's going to have to jump away, and that's going to be a crab on the side of Keenan's babes.
Yeah, I wonder how long this is actually going to be kept at level 1. I wonder how long Rule's going to be roaming. This reminds me a lot of that old school season 2, if I recall, Tarek roam support.
Right.
And with the smite, it's gonna make sure that the kindred is going to probably get as many of these stacks as possible. So maybe that's what's actually gonna end up happening. The only time that you'll see a Rule in the bot lane is when it's time for a gank to happen. Although now we see Rule in the bot lane and nobody else is there, so maybe just gonna try and collect up some. Yeah, maybe just gonna try and collect up some experience. This Malphite's gonna be really difficult for the Shaco to deal with as well, if I recall. Just he can back off, he can build up his shield, and then the Shaco's gonna come in and try and do something, but it's just gonna barely go through the shield. And it does look like, unfortunately, Malphite is shoving. I don't play top lane all that much, but when I do, I generally play Maokai or Malphite, just because they're simple as fuck.
Right.
And so, yeah, it's I generally try not to have my lane pushing. I'd much rather have my lane pushed.
We see right here, Mua's going for the early Drake right there, getting taken low. Looks like he might die to Crab right there. And yeah, Navi's going to be able to take that. That's going to be Dragon Ball going with the side of Keenan's Fate. Fafika having to blow the flash to get away. And away today, deciding to let him live. And Yeah, I was noticing that. Ooh, let them speed up coming in right there as well. The sun coming out, and that is going to be a Fafika going down with the weight today coming in from the top side. I noticed that Mua and Fafika had went up for drag, and I was very surprised. I was like, okay, they're just going to try to steal this from under their nose. You know, what are they? You know, what's going to happen there? And then I just saw how low that Mua had gotten, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think. I mean, they probably knew 100% that that they were in there, which is why they were just sitting there. I don't see any vision for them, but I guess that doesn't mean that they didn't have any at some point. Um, and so, I mean, I think. Oh,
Right there, the ultimate popped as well. The Ignite going out on the Navi right there. A little bit earlier. Wait today is not going to be able to capitalize, but that was a brazen teleport, if you will. They see Kha'Zix right here.
mm-hmm.
Wait today's just going to walk by. I'm going to take this red right here. He doesn't have vision of right there, though. Like they're just going to get the red and get away.
Yeah, I do think that this is definitely this is our jungle. We're gonna take as much of our jungle as we can. Looks like Away today is gonna end up getting pretty much the entirety of the bot side, while Mua is going to be stuck clearing the top. But we already see those pings coming down from the red side, telling them, "Hey, listen, hey, hold up, like it's our turn, like that's our stuff over there that bug is going to end up taking if we don't get up there."
Look at the level difference right now in the bot lane. We've got Kiwi Socks on 6, Fafika on 5, Potato on 6, and Rule on 2. I mean, you know why, but that is just very funny to see. Now he's up to level 3. We see Mua right here. The flash coming in right here. Ninja Hog is going to go down, and Jupiter Jug says, how do you like that?
Yeah.
I'm coming back.
Yeah, and I think one of the reasons we can see that is look at the XP difference between Away today and Mua, sitting there at 7 to 5.
Yeah.
And that's even. It would have been even worse if Rule would have been allowed to get that blue buff at the very beginning. If Jupiter Jugs hadn't stepped in and saw that steal trying to happen. So this could have ended up being a level 7 to level 4, while we had a level 5 to level 2 in the bot lane for supports. But Camille, I mean, all you need her to do is be able to use those legs to stun somebody. So, I mean, she's essentially, just an updated Taric, right? I mean, Taric, in the roaming Taric days, all you needed was his stun, and so you could just have him roam around at level 1, level 2 for a good portion of the early part of your game.
Right.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's really not too often that there's fun things that go down in a Malphite lane. So
Right.
This,
Ooh,
however,
the drowsy is popped by Navi right there. Yeah, Shaco's just a little, oh my gosh, from the furthest distance away. Navi's gonna be able to pick up that kill. The pings around the dragon have been going down. We are 30 seconds away from the mountain drake. We see right here, Lunch Money Takers has some vision right there. They're gonna be able to spot out Rule on that ward right there. Away today, and Afika coming up there along with Kiwi Stocks, and we see them as well waiting in the, so they know they're there. Kind of like who breaks, it's a war of attrition. The ultimate just going wide right there. Mua's gonna get stunned right there. Navi getting put low. The Kindred ult having to come out as well to save them. Right now it's feeding grounds, and Mua's gonna be able to take one kill. That's another one going on to Jupiter. Drugs the ult from Potato just missing, but he's gonna be able to pick up Mua and just get away, as that's gonna be a dragon secured though on the side of the Lunch Money Takers. They're not, they're still in. They're ready for this. They're ready for the shenanigans.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that Ezreal's going to come down here. I would feel like he's going to pressure this guy out, but maybe not.
Potato just doing some damage, but he is going to get rooted right there, deciding to go all in. My gosh, Fafika going to be able to pick up the kill, but that was so close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, excuse me, Yone, like I said, does a ridiculous amount of damage randomly, and Oh,
Rule jumping in with the flash right there, going to be able to take down Kiwi Sox. The go out from Fafika, but now Fafika just wants to get on the other side. The shield going down as well. And yep, okay, that's going to be it.
wow. So yeah, Rule getting a kill there that I don't think that they really should have been able to get. We have Ezreal here with Flash. I didn't see it. I wasn't looking earlier, so maybe just came up. Maybe didn't happen. Excuse me, maybe didn't have it for that gank there. I want to call it a gank because Rule really hasn't been sitting in the lane all that much. And here we go. Look at this. We've got Lilia taking the two cans. We have Kindred again taking the red buff, and it looks like they just
Ooh,
swapped
right here,
right over
Potato's
to it.
in some danger right there. Gonna have to spirit away. I don't know what that ability is called, but away today gonna be there to pick up the skill shots and everything.
Mm. Yeah, and here it looks like again they're just trying to take everything possible from this jungle from Mua, and we can see again Mua sitting there at 7, Stay Away sitting there at 8, and I don't think that Way today is all that close into level 8. I think they are quite closer to level 9 at this point than they are 8. So almost a almost a 2 level difference between Mua and Away today, and that means that any time an objective needs to be done, that's gonna be very difficult for Mua to counter.
Right, and Rule's not even level 6 yet. So imagine when he gets that ult on the, with Kiwi Sox there. But we do see Navi in the top lane. He's going to ult flash to get away, but still get slept right there. The bingo, bango, bongo ignite going out, and Jupiter Jugs is going to go down to Ninja Hog. Ninja Hog says, I'm regaining my place here.
Yeah, yeah. Looks like Jupiter Jugs at the 2-1 so far, but having a little bit of difficulty. Also looks like again Mua is going to be using this not scuttle, rift taker to get a couple of
Ooh,
damage
but the
down
ultimate is there for Rule right there, and that's going to be a kill for Away today as Mua does jump in. The ultimate at the last second popping out. Benfica trying to do something, and they're just going to go get away.
Yeah, yeah, that is crazy. It was almost 100-0, but Kindred stops the 0 at what it stops the 100-0 at 1 HP. Pretty much says, "No, you shall not pass," or whatever other idiom that you want to use. Um, and Mua here just trying to grasp at straws, trying to find as much jungle as he can at this point. Maybe even just going into the lane and trying to collect XP with his top laner might be the best option.
I think Mua is thinking right now, change isn't good. As we
Yeah,
as we're getting underway of the second game right there, Ninja Hog, he's gonna just put some damage down to Angaritis. Gonna be able to jump out of that skill shot right there. As Rule is walking around there, though, we see Away today there to help out Hog right there. But yeah, okay. We go back to normal. Mua's like, oh, yes, I can get my chickens. I'm so excited.
yeah. You haven't had KFC in a hot minute. Thank goodness. COVID's shutting down and I can finally get some.
Right, and Navi is gonna get ignited there. The flash and the Fafika gonna be able to
Oh
pick up
no.
that kill, but the sleep does go out. Rule's gonna be able to stun Dongeritis. The teleport coming in. Away today's looking kind of low. Mua's there as well. Gonna be able to. Oh my gosh! Just pick up the kill barely right there.
Yeah, it looks like Jupiter Jugs canceled Ninja Hog's TP with his ultimate to stop them from being able to come into that fight. And we do see a pretty nice fight again. We've got Fifka here, um, at the 3-2-4 with a bounty, and only one support bounty versus jungle bounty at this point.
Ooh, yeah, Potato's gonna go in on Kiwi Sox over there. Gonna have to Spirit Recall or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I'm just making up words at this point. Dragon's coming up in 40 seconds. We're not seeing much vision around there yet. We see two or three pinks around there. You know, watching these teams fight is so fun. Watching these teams draft is even more fun. But they deciding, no, I want to go in there. The double ult's gonna pop off, and he's so low. The ult coming. Kiwi Sox able to pick up the kill. Just what I was saying. Watching them fight, so fun. Watching their draft, so fun. The vision's gonna go out. They know they've been seen. Rule's gonna jump in onto Mua. He's low. The ult coming out as well. Kiwi Sox trying to throw some skills. Ooh, that was low, and the teleport is coming in from Malphite right here from Jugs. Donger is walking down. Fafika is not going to be able to get the root. Navi's trying to get away right here, but they do not know they have a Diana waiting in the wings.
Yeah, looks like the Diana is going to sit off for now. Yeah, I think they've agreed that there's no way they're going to get this dragon. So even if Away Today was dead, they'd still have to make sure that Rule didn't have Smite because well, I mean, I guess Mua should be able to outsmite him at level 8 to level 9 though.
Right.
So not a big difference. And it looks like Dongeritis is going to be able to sneak that red buff.
And yeah, we see Dustplay coming out. Ooh, Duck's going to get caught out there. Rule with the long range jump. Still not going to be able to be enough. The ultimate was blown right there. Mua is going to have to jump away, seeing both of them there. The Everfrost is going to connect, though. The Smite going down as well. Rule is going to get rooted. The ultimate coming out from Ezreal. Rule's going to get killed by Dongeritis. Potato, you've got to come back, my man. And he's like, no, we're just going to get and double kill going over to the side of Donger. Away Today is jumping on Fafika. The Exhaust is going out. Ninja Hog's coming in. Still not going to be able to pick anything up. We see Jupiter Jugs walking back up.
Yeah, Jupiter Jugs has ultimate. That will be scary if he needs to use it on anybody of the side of Keenan's Babes. But I think it's just going to be held for a little bit longer.
And they're electing to get the Rift Herald right.
Yeah. I am a little surprised that they go for these last-minute Rift Heralds. I mean, obviously, it means they get to keep it for fairly long into the game, as most games, I think. Yeah. And they don't have much time to do it either. They've only got 30 more seconds before it disappears.
Ooh, they're electing this. Oh, wow. That was an interesting interaction right there with the ultimate coming out. The Ezreal ult is going to be able to hit Rule. Jupiter Jug's just going to be able to get away right there with barely a health bar.
Yeah. Yeah, and it looks like maybe a little bit of reset there on the red buff. I think on the macro sense of this game, I think lunch money takers are just out of their comfort zone. The amount of just absolute roamage that Keenan's Babes has done in the last two games, just show an absolute understanding of macro, where you are, where you should be, and what is going to happen because you are where you are, assuming it's not where you want to be.
I don't know if you've ever seen the game of the Thistle Note. Right here, Rule's going to jump in and get the double stun right now as Navi's going to end up popping the ult. The heal having to go down to away are so low. The Kindred ult having to be popped, and they said, now we want to chase you. But Fika, though, going to get shut down. The ult just barely hitting from Yon. Kiwi Sox going down as well. Navi saying, oh, I guess we're walking away here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, getting 2 kills there, I think you could be pretty happy about that. You're going to get this mid tower as well, and you could start doing that shift in that top lane, in that top side of the jungle, to actually getting top. Lunchway Taker is getting top tower. To combat that mid lane tower that Keenan's Babes ended up getting. But yeah, like Kiwi Sox is doing quite a bit of work.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't have a mythic, doing a whole bunch of work, and just a couple of more items, or maybe even a singular item, and that little bit of cloth that is sort of holding some of these HP bars together after that last fight will just dissipate
Right.
with his ulti.
The lunch money tickets are going to have to fight this right here. Ninja Hawk getting put kind of low, though. The ultimate is coming out from Jugs right there. The Deanna ultimate right on top of the Ezreal ultimate. The ultimate is already having to be going out right there. And this is just a cleanup crew right here, I think. And wow. The Keenan Babes, oh, he's not going to be able to get away from that. Bua is going to go down. And that is going to be the sole point right there if the drag doesn't decide to run away from Keenan's Babes.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's just, you know, there's so much stuff going on. So the build that lunch money takers have for their composition is we want a front to back. We want, you know, we want the ability for, well, it's not so much front to back actually. There's actually quite a bit of assassin in that, but they have the Malphite, which suggests that they want a front to back. Right?
Right.
And then they have the duo assassin in Kha'Zix and Diana. And Ezreal can't assassinate like Kha'Zix and Diana, and neither can the Karma. So if the Malphite goes in and yeah, if the Malphite goes in, and then so does Diana and Kha'Zix, then there's really nobody there to frontline for Ezreal and Karma. Whereas on the side of Keenan's Babes, it's like everybody is going in. You've got the ability for Shaco to go in. You know, you have the ability. You kind of have the ability for Kindred to go in. She has her ultimate. Same thing with Lilia. She has her ultimate. Yone, obviously, wants to just go in 24/7. And then so does this... so does this Camille.
So, ooh, right there, the ultimate coming out from Jugs. Navi just getting immediately shut down. The ult coming in from Q Bucks. I was just going to talk about Dongeritis deciding to go in and get a pop the ignite there. The ultimate is coming out. Rules ult's going to be popped there. He's going to flash away, try and get away. Right there, put away is popping the ultimate as well. And it looks like that's going to be a kill there. Dongeritis getting... oh, Potato jumping in right there. That's going to be one kill. And... wow, just having to run away. Jupiter Jug's going to be on the chase right there as Rule was able to get a kill on Bua in the back.
Yeah. Yeah, it does get two kills for 2 on the side of Lunch Money Takers. So it has to actually be pretty happy about that. But we do see Ninja Hog and Rule here looking for these catches that just aren't going their way, as it might have gotten a couple... Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look like the clown is going to want to mess with the rock for all that much right now. Needs some backup to be able to handle that. But, yeah, I mean, it's going to be... yeah, I mean, the next 5-10 minutes, I think, is going to be really what is going to determine this game. And if we're going to end up going to see a Game 3, or if this is going to just be a 2-0 shutout for Keenan's Babes.
And, you know, they are looking like a powerhouse going into this.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think really the interesting thing is they feel, you know, I don't want to say they feel, but they seem super strong, right? But they're not really that far ahead. Like, you know, 4K is still 4K, but 4K is still 4K, but you know, you can't say that Lunch Money Takers are 10K down at 20 minutes, you know? So they're doing a lot with just a little bit of a lead.
Yes, yeah, definitely. For like, I agree 110% here. And look at the farm differential right now. for especially on the side of the junglers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I looked down and missed it. Mua taking out Navi right there. Dongeritis going in on Rule. And yeah, away today, and Rule just deciding they don't want it.
Yeah, completely agree. I mean, we're getting really close to the point where Elder is coming up soon. You don't want to be dying and then not being able to show up on time for the Elder buff. So, um, everybody just backing off, resetting. You see Mua coming in here, trying to clear out all of this evasion.
Oh, okay. Well,
Ninja hug. Holy cow.
no, even
Oh,
I got
wow,
tricked by
okay.
the clone too, man. We are some top rate casters if anybody's ever seen. Rule over here. I see him right here. Okay, yeah. Dongeritis is trying to run him away right there. I saw him sneaking in the top side. That little eclipse thingy, not gonna land right there. I think that's the name of the ult, but it looks the Crescent Strike. Ooh, I feel like that's it. If I had to guess.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to be looking for a little bit of update on our casting expertise if we are gonna need to continue to cast and not say on the backside of things. But
Both these,
yeah.
ooh, right there, the ultimates, double ultimates going out. Rongerais going to pop the ult right there, giving Yone has to back off right there. Rule's about to go down. I think the ignite landed as well. Wall down here. Potato was able to pick up a kill as well on Mua, and that's going to be a turret going down for Keenan's Babes as they're electing to fall off and go towards the Elder now. Rule does not have smite up. Okay, I was going to say he could get some health back there. They're clearing vision, but there's nothing lunch money takers can do. I mean, yeah, there's nothing they can do. I thought maybe Malphite goes for a steal over the wall if he was that risque.
Yeah.
But that's just going to be an Elder Dragon going over to the side. Keenan's Babes, who right now are up 5K and 6K. My math is wrong. And yeah, this is looking great.
Yeah, no, I mean, you got to be in a really nice spot. I was talking about like, oh, hey, they're not 10K up, they're only 4K, so they're doing a lot with a little bit. And I think they heard me, and they were like, all right, listen, we've just been playing it real easy. We'll show you we could get to that 10K. Or at least that's how I'm gonna say
Right.
say it. It's, say how it happened. But yeah, I don't think that Malphite has the ability to take that all in. Just simply because, just simply, specifically at the dragon, and my thought process was the reason why is just, you've got Elder buff here, or not Elder, excuse me, you got Baron buff here in the next, really 6 seconds. But when they were fighting over that cloud, that that was about a minute. I think it was like a minute and 7 seconds when it went down.
Right.
And if they make the fight and it doesn't end up happening, then they get pushed in, they lose the Baron, and then they can't really make heads or tails out of what's going on with the next fight. So, excuse me, yeah, I do believe that that was the correct play was not making the all in for the Dragon Soul.
Hog going to be able to do damage here. Dongeritis is waiting in the cross is down. And yeah, on the top side right here, we see Keenan's Babes pushing the top lane turret. Our Potato is pushing down the mid just a little bit. That ultimate did that was a misclick, I think.
Yeah, I believe so.
Ooh, coming in on here, the top turret is gonna go down. Yeah, I heard the noise and I was like, who's asleep now?
Yeah, think a little bit of an issue there, and yeah, it does look like Keenan's Babes here are gonna be deciding that this is gonna end up being a 2-0 and a pretty clean one at that, 16-22 in favor of Keenan's Babes. Malphite could make a pretty decent ulti here. Obviously, that's not the correct clown. That's
That one's an imposter.
Yeah, it's a clown in a disguise, I suppose. But yeah, it looks like
Rule decided to jump in right there, and Mua just taking him right out. Jug's getting that ult. You were just talking about away today, having a flash behind. Navi's going to jump in. The ult going to come out from Yone right there. Potatoes under tower, just cleaning up house right here. The ultimate is going to come out from Navi, and the screen is froze, so we know what that means. That means the winner is going to be Keenan's Babes for the first game of the season. All right, everybody, we are back with our choice. The team's choice for the interview is going to be the support rule.
Hey, everybody.
And it was awesome to see that game and see Keenan's Babes perform. It was so incredible to have you guys as the first match there. What were the thoughts going into this first, set of games?
We were just here to, have some fun, play a couple picks that we were, played once or twice in a flex game. But we came here. We saw that Anivia Poppy game actually from one of the teams that we lost, I think in flex, and we wanted to try it out in this game, and I think it worked out pretty well.
Yes, it definitely did.
Yeah, that level 2, like, we were going into the game talking about like Sivir Poppy because I was not paying attention at all.
Mhm.
And we were saying like, the Sivir Poppy lane into the Tristana Alistar, they're gonna try to not lose the level 2. And then you guys just rushed the level 2 and threw up the wall, and Tristana just vanished.
Yeah, we saw that when we were playing them in a flex game. It was actually funny though, because when we were in Champ Select, I had no faith in our Anivia playing the Anivia champ because I've never seen Anivia actually, and I was begging actually that our mid laner would come lane with me because I didn't want this guy touching this Anivia that I've never seen before. But I mean, I think he played it pretty well, so I'm satisfied.
We definitely are satisfied too watching that game. And I want, all right, you gotta kind of let us know the secret sauce, what was going on there when the Camille came out.
Ooh, okay. We've been doing some double jungle here and there, in our flex games, like once or twice. So we wanted to try it out. I think in our first game, but when we saw that Morgana pick, I think there was their second pick.
Yes, it was.
We decided not to do it because it's pretty hard to invade against the Morgana. So we wanted to pull on the second game, and it's pretty much revolves around just screwing over the jungle as much as possible. And I think we did that pretty well. I think our Kindred was level 8, while the Kha'Zix was level 4. I think in like the 10th minute of the game. So I think it went out pretty well.
Yeah, there was definitely a little bit of reminiscing I had, as I am a very old League player from like closed beta in 2009. Of back in season 2 with the roaming Tark support in Worlds, I believe. Maybe MSI. I can't quite remember which tournament it was in.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, it was definitely reminded me a lot of that. So that was definitely fun to reminisce about. But yeah, I mean, it ended up working really well. At the very beginning, that the blue buff invade that got caught out, and then the bot lane gank. I was a little worried that maybe things weren't gonna end up the way that you guys had planned, because the draft was crazy as well. Like, we haven't even talked about the drafts. So if anybody wants to go and look at the drafts later on, they'll be in a channel. You'll be able to see them. But yeah, it was just your guys' drafts are crazy as well. So this was a fantastic start to the.
Thank you, appreciate it.
And so, are you a support main?
Yeah.
Okay.
Playing support for like a year or two.
And so were you another lane or another position?
Yeah, I used to be an AD carry main, but I think it was around that one of the seasons where I realized ADC had no influence on the game. I think it was like season 7.
Yeah.
And then I decided not to play that anymore. So I had a feeling that support had a pretty large impact like a couple seasons ago. So I switched over to it.
Yeah, Beards, do you have any questions?
No, no,
I'm,
that's
I,
fantastic.
I'm still just blown away from those picks and going into those games. I was like, how are they going?
Yeah,
And then you do it. You do,
Yeah.
you know, it's something to have a draft on paper and say this is our game plan going in. But you guys kind of force the plan no matter what, I think. I mean,
Yeah, we're really good at running it down. Like in our flex games, I think I average like on like 15 deaths. I'm pretty sure. So I really like dying. So
yeah.
we tried to pick the most inting possible team that we could think of, and this is what we came up with. And I think it worked pretty well. I mean, it's, to be honest, I'll be honest. These champs they're pretty comfortable with the champs that they picked. So it wasn't we didn't just like throw it away or anything, but um, we tried to go with the most exciting comp. I'd say.
Right. And so, how do you think that bodes for the future here for the rest of the season? You feeling pretty good?
For the rest of the solo queue season, or are you talking about the tournament?
The tournament season.
Oh, okay, okay. I mean, we got a couple more picks.
Right, right.
I-
You got
Yeah.
something, Beards? Okay.
No. That yeah, I was just agreeing. Like, I think what you guys came out with this first day is definitely going to set the precedent for what people are going to be looking out, not just for you guys, but for everybody else that participates.
Mm-hmm.
In the next in the coming in the coming weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's about it. Congratulations on winning the first casting game of the season, and just thank you guys for showing up and doing your thing and doing it in such a fun and exciting way. Is there anything you wanted to say before we throw you back down there?
Yeah, I just want to say thanks. Thanks for hosting this tournament. Thanks for having this interview with me. I really enjoyed it, and I'm excited for the upcoming games, the upcoming weeks.
Of course, of course. All right. Well, we're gonna get back to it, and you have a great night. Okay.
Thank you. You too.
And that was Rule, the support from Keenan's Babes, who pulls out the Poppy Camille. I guess Poppy's kind of on there, but like the Camille, and they take a very good lead right there. They have very strong game one right there, or well, I guess 2 games.
Yeah. The Poppy's like a little less spicy. I don't want to say a little less spicy. Poppy is like you could see Poppy in the support. Like I've seen Poppy support, but seeing Camille and then seeing it played like that, I just blew my mind. I am super excited to be like I'm probably gonna add one of them and spectate their games when they're not casted just to see what happens.
Right. And by the way, I got a little bit of surprise news here. So while we were talking, while this game was going on, there was actually another game going on at the same time. I think in our Mastery 4 division, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it was our Mastery 4. It was the Contingent Esports team going up against Totality Titans. So technically two new teams coming onto the Rift here for CEL and the CEL games. And I am happy to say, that Contingent Esports took it 2-0.
Yeah. We have the ability to look at all of the channels, and so we get sort of like a little bit of an overhead draft of things. And yeah, it looks like it was pretty strongly on the side of Contingent Esports, and these are people that I've been working with. Some of them I've been working with for upwards of 4 or 5 months, I think. Maybe not that long, maybe like 3 months. But and then some of them are fairly new, but I know that they're good players. They're friends of mine and yours. That we sort of grabbed in last minute to fill the team. But yeah, I think I'm really excited to see where they go. I think they have a high skill a high skill ceiling, or however it's said, and I'm excited to see where they go.
And so, going into it now, this is the official start really for, the stream season, I guess, the week 1 streams. And so going into that, I just wanted to let everybody know that on Saturday, and I'm not good with dates, but Saturday, May 1st, we're going to have face checkers and face checkers and Hawkthorn Esports in Mastery 4. And then for Sunday, we are going to have Rose, so Silver Rose Esports going up against Regno on Sunday at the same time, same place.
Yeah. Yeah, and that is I think that's going to be it for us tonight. Mythic, if you want to let people know where they can find you on the social media web.
Yeah, sure. You can find me pretty much just on Twitter at I think it's just at Mr. Mythic. All I do is repost pro players of any game that are complaining about it. That's my favorite thing to do. So you're not going to get much content there, but occasionally I do retweet out too.
Yeah. And then you could find me on Twitter also at CS Beards and Cats. You could technically find me on Twitch at Beards and Cats, but I don't stream. I just watch people, so yeah. But I think that's going to be it for us tonight. I want to thank everybody that decided to stop by and watch, and obviously the players, and then obviously our casters, which is something that I'd normally do from the backside. But Mythic, thanks for casting.
Thank you, Beards. Thank you to Lunch Money Takers. Thank you to Keenan's Babes. Oh man, I am so excited for Matt. I am so excited to see these teams perform. And that's going to be it for us tonight at CCL at the CCL Games.